Our first topic in the lesson is nutrition. We all are familiar with this term. What is nutrition? It is the method or mode of acquiring nutrients or food. Different organisms get food in different methods. The method of nutrition can be of two types, autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Let us discuss about autotrophic nutrition first. What is autotrophic nutrition? The mode of nutrition followed by autotrophs. Who are autotrophs? The word auto means self and trophos means nourishment. So, the group of organisms who make food themselves, that is, who make food through photosynthesis, are called autotrophs. These autotrophs absorb carbon dioxide and water and convert it into carbohydrates with the help of solar energy absorbed by chlorophyll, the green pigment in leaves. The whole process of photosynthesis can be written in the form of a chemical equation: 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight to give C6H12O6 glucose plus 6O2 plus 6H2O. What are the materials used or raw materials needed for photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide and water. And what are the conditions necessary for photosynthesis to take place? Carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll and sunlight. Green plants absorb one of the raw material, water, from the soil through roots, and it is taken to the site of photosynthesis, namely leaves. The second raw material, carbon dioxide, enters the leaves directly through the small apertures or pores on them, namely stomata. The energy source for photosynthesis is solar energy. It is absorbed by the green pigment in plants, namely chlorophyll. Carbon dioxide and water are combined together to form a simple carbohydrate, glucose. This glucose is used by the plant for various energy purposes. Excess glucose is stored as a starch in different parts of the plant. Oxygen gas, formed as a byproduct of photosynthesis, is used by the plant for its respiration, and excess oxygen is given out through stomata. The process of photosynthesis can be summarized in 3 steps. Absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy to chemical energy, and splitting of water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates. In the second step, it is given that water molecule is split into hydrogen and oxygen. The oxygen formed as a byproduct of photosynthesis comes from water. Thus, water is the source of oxygen in photosynthesis. These 3 steps does not take place sequentially in all the plants. Think of desert plants. They keep their stomata closed to reduce transpiration during day. So, they cannot carry out photosynthesis at daytime. These desert plants or xerophytes absorb carbon dioxide at night. They prepare an intermediate product which is acted upon by the sunlight absorbed during day. Means they convert carbon dioxide to an intermediate product. This intermediate product is converted to the carbohydrate glucose in the daytime only with the help of the light energy absorbed by chlorophyll. What are stomata? These are the tiny pores on the surface of leaves through which the exchange of gases take place. How can a stomata open and close? We know that stomata is simply an aperture or opening. It has kidney-shaped guard cells on either sides. Imagine that the plant cells have plenty of water. The guard cells become turgid, they swell up, and an aperture is formed in between the two guard cells. Thus, the stomatal aperture is opened. When there is less water in a plant, the guard cells lose their turgidity, they shrink, and the aperture stomata between them is closed.